Welcome to a brand new episode of the Omaliving Show. This is a show that is set out to inspire the uninspired. It's where you get to learn, it's where you get to get inspired, and of course become. And with each passing day, we are getting even more versatile. We're going beyond just talking entrepreneurship and nagging issues to actually bringing on board activists, politicians, the people that make our society get better beyond business, entertainment, and all others. So today we'll be talking about the very popular not too young to run bill that's recently been passed. And we're going to be talking to one of the key persons, one of the people that made it a reality, one of the people that put in all of their resources, time, energy, money to make sure that this is a dream come true. Aside the fact that the youths are clamoring to be able to run for elections, most things that we see in our society today are just in principles, meaning that we just say them, we just run on the social media, but do we actually act them? So today, I'm going to be asking him lots of questions. Beyond signing this bill, are the youths actually ready? Are they ready to be part of the electoral processes? And that is being voted for and then voting. I've spoken to a lot of people my age, a lot of younger and older people, and they've always been eager and very, they find it very easy to tell me, oh, our votes don't count. Now, with that kind of mentality, do we think this not too young to run bill will actually be beneficial to us as a people? And again, what else do we youths have to bring to the table beyond I am young? Being young, will not fix our problems. Do we have all it takes to run for offices? And if we do, what are those things? I'll be talking to a noble gentleman. It's not every day you see, young people who are doing so well for themselves. In a climate like Nigeria, that's the truth. I am going to have the honor to interview a man that goes by the name Hamza coded. Hamza is going to introduce himself properly after the break. I'll be right back. So welcome back. I'm super excited. It's not every day you get to see and sit on the same sofa with someone like Hamza.
That's
nice to have you on the show, Hamza.
Thank you, but that's not true. You can see me on Twitter.
Oh, please. I mean in person, in flesh.
I'm always
You are substance,
no.
you are quality, you are... Nice to have you on the show, Hamza.
Thank you so much.
Finally nice catching you. It's been one hell of a journey trying to catch you, honestly. But alas, we're here. So you're going to be talking to our audience, the viewers, about a lot of things. But first of all, let's start with you. Who is Hamza Lawal? Who is Hamza coded?
So my name is Hamzat Lawal, but I like being called Hamzi. So call me Hamzi.
Hamzi?
Yeah, Hamzi. I'm an activist.
Okay.
And I started a movement called Follow the Money. So in 2012, rather in 2010, there was lead poisoning that killed over 400 children in Zamfara State, northern Nigeria. So in 2012, I was trying to understand what has happened for 2 years, and no one could give me concrete information. So I got on a bus, and I traveled to Zamfara. Before that time, I've never been to Zamfara, and I need to place this on record. I'm not a Hausa man. I'm not a Yoruba or Igbo man. I'm a Nigerian.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so as a Nigerian, I went to Zamfara to get information, and that was how we started a campaign for the money to advocate for the needed fund. At that time, they needed $5.3 million. That's over 850 million naira. And afterwards, when these funds were released, we tracked it from Abuja to Gusau to Bakega and ensured that 1,500 children got medical intervention. So,
wow, that is so noble. That is so awesome. Now, can we know, I'm just curious, because sometimes I just look at, I'm not supposed to be telling you this, I'm not stalking you though, but I just go to your Instagram and I just open, I keep looking at your face. I will zoom in. How old is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, you look very young.
I'm very young.
I would like to know, how old are you?
So I'm less than 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you, and how have you been? How is it possible for you to get to this height, to do some of the things that you have been doing in this kind of, country? We know what it is in Nigeria, and it's not every day you get to see someone this young doing big things. So how did you start?
So for me, I think what really shaped my life was the fact that I joined the Boy Scout movement when I was really young, wearing short knicker. And at that time, every first Saturday of the month is the sanitation day.
Okay.
So I usually joined the Mano and the police.
Okay.
And because I was young and I was a scout, and then the society really loved Boy Scouts. So they would send me to go to household and knock on their doors and encourage people to come out and clean up the environment. So that gave me confidence as a young boy, talking to older people and
they listened
yes,
to
they
you.
did. They would come out with their cutlass and rake and brooms and
Wow.
So, and I was scout leader before I left primary school, and then in secondary school I still joined Scouts, and I graduated as a scout leader and also a utility prefect.
Wow.
So,
you've been occupying leadership positions far back as primary school.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Now let's move on to your occupation. Apart from activism and charity, humanitarian services, what else do you do?
I think that's practically what I do. I'm an advocate for young people in leadership and politics.
Okay.
To bring about good governance and service delivery to the people, particularly at the grassroots. So I do a lot of traveling. I do a lot of dialogues and engagement with emerging young leaders and older leaders. Just recently, we started a movement and we're meeting with all the former heads of state and government in Nigeria, just to have that intergenerational dialogue. And, I also meet with world leaders, the president of Poland and African leaders also, because I represented African youths at the United Nations at one point in my career, and also African Union. So, so I go for this high-level meetings with heads of state and government.
Stand in the gap for us.
Oh, yeah. And I speak on behalf of young people. I bring the issues to the front burner, make a lot of friends. Malala is my good friend.
So you are devoting your life for the betterment of the society, the youth, and our welfare and stuff like that. Fighting nagging issues, that's what you do.
That's what I try to do. Yeah, that's what I try to do.
Hamza is trying to be diplomatic. We like that. We like your modesty. We like everything about you. Now, there is something that's been going on. They're not too young to run, and you're a major, runner, or what do I call it now?
Campaigner.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were really strong with what was going on then, and now it's been signed into the bill. So what do you have to say about that?
For me, it's really exciting. It's exciting because, one, it's historical that a first-time bill scaled through the National Assembly was sent to the 36 state houses of assembly, and we got 32 to vote yes. So that's beyond two-thirds majority. And then it came back to the president, and he put his signature to it. So it was really emotional and exciting for not just me, but other young persons out there. Because when we started the movement, and a lot of people thought that the bill just found its way to Mr. President's table. No, this is 2.5 year journey. Wow. That's the bill itself, but the movement itself and the debate started since 2010.
Wow.
Yes, and then the alliance, the movement, when we formed the alliance, was over 3.5 years. So the first time this bill was introduced in the National Assembly was in May 2016. So it took us 2.5 years, consistent advocacy,
so
engagement.
It's not like you just woke up and things started happening.
Oh no, there was even this time where the bill would have had a natural death, because they went for the retreat in Lagos, the Constitutional Amendment retreat. And at that retreat, they didn't even debate the age reduction bill, which is a not too young to run. And so when they came back, we got information that they did not deliberate or voted on our bill. So what that means is, once the committee members from that retreat go to plenary and submit their report, that would have been the end of our bill. So what we did was, when we mobilized over 5,000 young people in Abuja here, and we shut down the National Assembly.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was, for me, it's about young people mobilizing, organizing, educating, and coming out with one voice. And
that unity is very important.
And that's what brought about the Not Too Young to Run bill. So, yeah.
Wow. The emotions were very high. Everybody, our social media everywhere was agog, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Now, beyond signing this bill, what do you think about the youths being ready to participate and things taking a whole new turn? Are we ready? Beyond, I am young. Do we have what it takes?
I think we have been ready even before now. So, and I'll tell you, a lot of young people are leading in the civil society space. We have amazing people leading as entrepreneurs in the business space. And if you go to the financial sector, it's young people that are leading. So if politicians, if older people can entrust their hard-earned money in the banking system that is led by young people. But when it comes to politics, we keep hearing, are young people ready? Are they experienced? So when we talk about experience also, in our politics today, we need new and fresh ideas. And maybe I would use this controversial quote.
And all that stuff.
Old people dream dreams. And for you to dream, you have to sleep.
True.
But young people see vision. And for you to see vision,
you have to be awake.
So we as young people, we envisage where we want Nigeria to be. And we want to participate actively in Nigeria's young democracy. Our democracy is just about 16 years or so. So why would we be relegated to wait for our turn? Because there's that, go and wait, go and get mentored. Do you want us to go and learn from people who have stole our collective?
Yes, and what are they going to mentor us on to be?
So to go and be better thieves. So I believe that this is the time for young people in Nigeria. And as much as we're also excited, the fact that you're young does not guarantee that you should run. Does not
qualify you automatically.
We want young people with character, with competence, with quality, and the ideals of transparency and accountability and service delivery to humanity and the people. So we want young people that see politics as service to the people, not doing us a favor.
Yes, and not seeing it as a means to, let me go and earn big money and stuff.
And that's why we're saying young professionals, because the politicians we have today, their profession is politics. We don't want those kind of people.
Yes, we want people who
are
doing
something. So either you win or lose election as a young person, you can fall back to your profession. And even in politics, you bring your professionalism into the politics. So for us, we need that new
and not career politicians.
Yes, we need that new breed that would bring in ideas, innovative ideas, bring the energy, bring the experience and so that we can now compete with the international community.
Wow. Yeah. Hamza, this is not just passion speaking. This is the need for total transformation and overhauling. Yes. Okay, back to next question would be on, I don't know if you've observed, I've been running social campaigns since 2015. 2015 was suicidal vices, 2016 was on domestic violence, rape, 2017 was on sexual assault, and then jungle justice. And then this year we are running on mental health, specifically anxiety and depression, and then linking it to suicide. So what would you say about suicide, anxiety, depression in Nigeria?
I think that we don't have a culture, we don't have a system that supports people who are anxious and people who are likely to be suicidal. I see a lot of older people, and when they get old, they flash back their life and say, oh, I've not achieved a lot. So I feel sad about my life and I feel like a failure.
Yeah.
And the only thing that comes through their mind is ending their miserable life, which is quite sad. I think that we need a system that supports people and appreciates people, even if, say for instance, a lot of civil servants are not happy.
Yeah, True.
And some because they've not been paid salary.
For a long time.
And some because their promotion takes forever because of corruption.
And then the gratuity or
Yes.
whatever when they retire.
The pension and
Yeah.
gratuities, it's nothing to write home about after serving your nation for 30, 35, 40 years. So I think that we need to start honoring people and making them understand that their little effort actually contributes to the global development.
Yeah.
So the little things we do in our corner counts, and we need to start portraying, and honoring people who have done
not just by money.
Yes,
or, yeah.
and lip service. So we need
Yeah.
to show more and provide also a safe space where people can go and express themselves and get counseling and get support
True.
from government, from individual, from institutions. So I think people need to also take time off and rest, because if you're not mentally sound, no matter how good you are,
you won't be able to function well.
Yes, you depreciate and you just fall down.
True.
God forbid, and you see we just lose a bright person. So it's always good to go to the park, spend time with family, and go on holidays. I think we don't have a culture of
recreation.
Holidays in Nigeria, so people don't go on vacation, and they see vacation,
waste of
elite.
time.
No,
yeah.
Vacation is good.
It's luxury.
You need to find time, and there's nothing like taking care of yourself. And if
whether or not you've made all the money, we all need to rest sometime.
Yeah.
So it was nice speaking to you, Hamza. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
We'll be right back.
My name is Hamza B Lawal. I'm an activist. I implore you to keep watching the Omaliving Show.
Wow, I am overwhelmed. I am inspired. I am supercharged. My goodness, I wish we would just have, I wish I'll keep meeting youths like this on the daily basis. But of course, you can get to become a better person by watching the Omaliving Show, because on this show we bring quality. I mean, we bring excellent people. We bring people that will totally inspire you. I was talking to Hamza B Lawal, an extraordinary youth, someone who is filled with a lot to give. He has spoken, and I bet you've picked one or two things from all that he has said. It's been the Omaliving Show, and we talked about the Not Too Young to Run bill. We talked about his activism, his work, his advocacy programs, and everything that he's been doing. You can chat him up on Facebook, Instagram, follow him. You have a lot to learn from him. Till I come back to you next time, it's me, your lovely, inspirational goddess. Stay inspired. I love you all. Bye-bye.